Hello, this is Dave Hammer. Today we're going to talk about building the Cricut air hammer. All videos and pamphlets produced by David Hammer are copyright protected. The Cricut videos are available on YouTube for free viewing at this time. I do not give permission for the content to be downloaded nor used for any commercial gain. Metalworking projects require the use of shop equipment. Please exercise caution when using machines. These videos are offered without accepting any liability for your experiences. Your safety is your sole responsibility. This video is the second in a series that provides information about how the original Cricut utility air hammer was built. This episode covers the construction of the dies. This is a set of finished dies. Basically, it's just a piece of tool steel welded on to a mild steel base. First, cut 3 die base plates to fit the ends of the ram and anvil. Use 3/8" plate. The ram and anvil were cut from the same stock, so the sizes will be the same. Grind is necessary to match the shape of the ram and anvil. The first step will be to drill pilot holes in the die base plates. To lay out bolt holes, draw a center line, then mark 1/2 inch from each side. Drill 3/16 inch pilot holes. Make 3 die base plates with pilot holes. 2 will be used for the initial set of dies. The third plate will be kept to use as a pattern master when more dies are made in the future. Assign a die base plate to the ram and the anvil. Mark the ram, anvil, and the die plates as shown in red on the next graphic. Use letter stamps to permanently mark the ram, the anvil, and the 2 die plates. Use these orientations when you weld the dies to the die plates and install them on the anvil and ram. Next, we'll prepare the ram to receive the upper die. Clamp the assigned die base plate to the ram. The stamped identification lettering will be upside down by the thumb. Transfer 1 pilot hole to the ram. Key into the first hole with the drill bit to ensure alignment and reclamp. Transfer the second pilot hole into the ram. Remove the plate and drill the pilot holes to a depth of about 1 1/4 inches. Drill out the pilot holes to 5/16 for tapping for 3/8 bolts. Drill the die plate holes to 3/8. Do not do this with the master die plate. Tap the ram for 3/8 inch bolts. Next, verify alignment of the holes. Fit the anvil die base plate. Mark, drill, and tap the die base plate holes in the top of the anvil using the same procedure that you just did for the ram. Be sure to correctly orient the die base plate designated for the anvil. Next, we'll attach dies to the die base plates. Cut 2 pieces of tool steel, 4 inches long, 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. If you don't have a predisposition, 4140 makes good dies. To produce good welds for your dies, you need to grind bevels on the dies And these should be fairly deep. Next, you'll position the dies in the center of the base plates. Be extremely diligent getting this right. Clamp the dies to the plates and then double check the alignment. These dies are tool steel, so we need to heat them to over 400 degrees before welding. I use an infrared thermometer to check the temperature. This model can be bought at Harbor Freight for $29 when they have it on sale. First, tack both sides and then weld all the way around. Then remove the scale. Then weld the other die to its base plate. If you're a better welder than I am, you may not feel the need to do this. Next, grind the ends even. Be careful that you don't grind too far or make them uneven. Then dress or mill the dies to your preference. I chose to use my mill to make a set of combination dies. This is Dave Hammer. Thanks for watching.